I'm checking to see if we're live. Here we are. Yes, we are. We are live. What's going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Magic. First time live streaming here on YouTube. We are going to be doing some Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I have already put together a draft. I'm working on putting that together for upload later, but I figured with the time it takes to upload and to put it together and all that, might as well just live stream and see what happens. So I'm going to try and live stream and go from there. I'll be trying to keep an eye on some of the comments and that sort of thing as well. But this is my first time live streaming. If you're new to the channel, appreciate it. Hit the like, subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers just as a small milestone. And then yeah, so we are going to be doing draft number 2. This is my second draft. I did pre-release at my LGS Friday and Saturday. Is my first time doing 2 of them. But here we go. Looks like we are off to the races. I did have this played against me, and it was a pretty nice card. So whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, and then whenever a creature you control explores a non-land card, this thing basically gets another, it's a payoff, and it's only a 2-drop for a 2/3. So really nice card. I think Bat Colony is a little bit of a trap if you're trying to do cave shenanigans. I don't know if that's a card that you want to take very highly. And then you have the land. But I think from what I saw, maybe we go exploring. Restless Anchorage. So it turns into a blue bird. White blue bird with flying. And then it attacks. That's not bad either because it creates a map. I think I still want to take this just because of me playing against it and seeing how strong it was. But I think you can make an argument for the land there. All right. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls and destroy all creatures. Okay, and then it flips. 5/3 flyer. Seems pretty good. Right? So it's kind of like, it's not like quite a board wipe, but for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls. Destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way, and then you can flip it for 5. Yeah. Whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can't attack you or planeswalkers you control this turn. Each opponent who attacks you or planeswalker you control this turn can't cast spells. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Seems pretty strong. Plundering Pirate, 3/2 for 2, or 3/2 for 3, create a treasure. Enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card or cave card, put it on the battlefield tapped. Nothing too crazy in this pack. There is a kill spell here in black. I don't like Descend so far. May mill 2 cards. And not much in the way of like merfolk stuff. Maybe we take the Surveyor here. Is that weird? 3/2 for 2. It's an artifact if you're doing artifact things, and then you also search for a light, put it on battlefield. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. It's a white card, or it's an artifact card. It keeps you open, so we're gonna go ahead and take that. YouTube is telling me something here. What is this? Bitrate. Something about the stream's bitrate. Stream status is good. Okay. What did we open? Guardian of the Great Door. Scry 2, and then you can craft. I don't know if I like that one per se. Maybe we go and follow up these couple of picks with this Guardian. Again, I'm not huge on the Descend stuff. Tinker's Toad is amazing. I think that's just the pick here. It does so much. It does like a bunch of stuff. So I think we take that there. River Herald Scout is just good. But, I mean, 2/2 for, maybe we do just stick to doing artifact stuff. If we can pick up some of the artifact, like Tinker's Toad with the Guardian is just stupid. Do we take the 2/2 here and stay open, or do we just take the River Herald Scout? I'm taking the 2/2. Guidewing is very good. I don't think we're gonna... Let's just put this in the sideboard for now. Guidewing can get, like, if you can just put literally anything on it, it's a good card. So, and there's another Angel. There's Quicksand Whirlpool as well. A Deadweight. A decent pack for pick 8. Do we take the Angel or the removal spell, though, here? I think we stick to white. If we can find another Tinker's Toad, these Guardians are going to be fantastic. But do we want the first removal spell? I'm going to say no. I'm going to take the Guardian here, and I'll tell you why. I played with the Quicksand Whirlpool here. And there are some sneaky cards that have Vigilance in this set so far. And they don't tap. And you have to pay the full price to go and cast them, or to go and cast that removal spell, rather than casting it for 3 when a creature taps. So, Tithing Blade, Shipwreck Sentry, and even the Cogwork Wrestler here. I might stick to artifacts. Let's put this in the sideboard for now, because we haven't really picked a second color. And we are at a creature count of 5, non-creature count of 2. Take the Sage, maybe. Not a massive fan of this card. Let's see what we get here. Take the Wrestler. I mean, this is a cheap artifact. We took 2 Guardians already, right? Draw spell in blue, maybe? Over the drought. Don't care for this. Don't care for the land. Enters battlefield, explores X times. Okay, we got another one of these guys. I think we just take the Tinker's Toad here, honestly. Like, people are going to sleep on this card, and you're going to get past this card, and you're going to be doing all kinds of different things. If you're in red-white, you want it to tap down for your tap-down payoffs. If you're in blue-white, you want the artifacts to tap down for your tap-down, payoffs. Like Sunshot Militia in red-white, as an example. Shipwreck Sentry, if that comes down, and then you have the artifacts come down on turn 3. There's just a lot of different things that even in black-white, when you're sacrificing creatures and stuff like that, you're going to need Tinker's Toad. So I'm going to go ahead and take that here. It's just a very good card. Follow that up by taking either the Staunch Crewmate or the Adaptive Gem Guard. Now, we did pass the 3/3 red creature at the 4-drop slot that allows you to discover. Discovering with this card is going to allow you to discover again. So we are passing those. Now, these Shipwreck Sentries on the comeback, if they can wheel, I think I'll definitely be happy to grab a couple. I think we might end up going blue-white here, which was my first draft, but I saw how successful it was. This allows you to grab an artifact and put it into your hand. I think I'm going to take that before I take the Gem Guard. The Gem Guards are fantastic, but let's see what we get shipped our way. This is going to be, I think, a snap take. This thing, 3 of them we could have had. So let's put Tithing Blade in the sideboard for now. See, my buddy Tyler is in the chat. So I think Clay-Fired Bricks, just good, and then in the late game allows you to craft for 7. I think that's going to be the pick here. But I played blue-white artifacts for my first game, and man, it was awesome. A lot of synergy and a lot of you can even be aggressive with those colors if you want to, with how many things get spit out by like Tinker's Tote. Council of Echoes. I'm trying to read this and talk at the same time. I don't know if that gets played. I think the Aspirant here is just fine. You can like put things on your Guidewing. You can put things on your Guardian. So I think I'm happy with that. I think Gem Guard here is a consideration. Another Aspirant, another Bat, or the first Bat, I should say. Again, you can put the 1/1 counter on the Bat. But with what we're doing in the artifact deck, I didn't even realize I took this. I think it's going to be between the Bat and the Gem Guard. I wouldn't mind finding an equipment. I'm going to take the Gem Guard here over the Bat, but I think you could have maybe gone either way. This pack is not as good for us. So creature count 10, non-creature count 6. Mostly in white at the moment. Doesn't mean we can't shift off of blue because we really don't have much in blue, honestly. So we can stay open if we need to. I like this dinosaur. I'm just going to take it just to take it, but I don't think there was very much for us in that pack. Again, not a whole lot. I don't know if I like this card too much, but I might take it here. Crafting it, when you craft it, you're crafting it with an island. You're not crafting it with an artifact or a creature, so you have to keep that in mind. And if you're not descending, you're not going to have the island in the graveyard. I think I'm still taking it here, but I don't know if I end up playing it. I could just take this Glorifier and maybe be okay. I'm going to... which one did it take? It took the Hulk, okay. I'm going to take the Fanatical Offering here. I'm not sold on blue just yet. And then we also do have a Tithing Blade in the sideboard. Could take the Veteran as well in green to follow up the Axe Jaw play. I'm running out of time. I'm thinking too much. So here's a Shipwreck Sentry. Sunshot Militia. We're going to have a lot of artifacts in this deck, but we're not quite in red at the moment. I'm going to take the Sentry because I played with it. I think I drafted 3 or 4 of them, and they were actually... Oh, there's a Gem Guard coming around. I'm going to be happy with that. Another Guidewing. Happy with that. This I'm not probably going to end up playing, but we'll take it. Aspirant. People are sleeping on these cards. People are really sleeping on these cards. So I'm going to cut the Hulk. Cut the offering here. But I like where we're at. Maybe cut this Reminiscence. Alright, what is this? When it attacks, create a treasure token. Until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library. Anytime, you may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. I think with what we're doing, we are fine with the Cloud Guard or the Siren here, but okay. 4/4/5/5 crew 3, create a treasure token when it attacks. Until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library. I don't know if that's gonna work. You need the Siren here. Another Gem Guard if we want it. So we have 2 Gem Guards, 2 Totes. Maybe we don't play the Surveyor now. Let me scoot over. It explores. Nothing here that I'm too excited about. Do we just take another Gem Guard? I don't want to play too many of these. Market Gnome. The Iceberg was actually really good. I could see the Gnome wheeling, honestly. Could take the land if we want to try and do something with black too. Yeah, I think some of these lose all abilities. Kind of a removal spell here. We don't have like any removal at all, which is a problem. So what I'm hoping for is if we were to take this thing, because I would rather take one of these 2 cards. Like the Iceberg is really good. I almost don't want to pass on the Iceberg. I'm going to take the Iceberg. I played with it and it's... Oh. Whoa. Counter up to 1 target activator ability. Trigger if an ability of an artifact is countered this way, that permanent lose all. Okay. So we could have a 3rd Guardian here if we want to do that. Compass Gnome is a fine artifact. I'm trying to figure out if this would be worth playing in our deck. The downside to Guardian obviously is just double white, and that's the issue. I'm gonna take the rare here and see if we end up playing it. All right, well we got a Mural. Can't complain about that. That's just going to be the slam dunk pick. Nothing else here that's like much like worth a consideration. If we can find a Discoverer land in either white or blue, I think that would be ideal. Pirate Hat. Had that played against me, I might actually take that here. We need an equipment or something to, you know, place on the guide wing or place on these cheap flyers. So I will be happy to play that. It also kind of helps you draw into some cards that you're looking for. I don't know if that's something we want, but there's really not much else here for us. We're not exploring. We have enough in the 2-drop slot. I'll take this, but I'm not playing it. I don't think it's like fantastic. Explorer's Cache is great, but I think we take Sentry here. Yep, Cloud Guard. I will be happy to take 1 Cloud Guard. And I think we're good. I don't think we're going to be playing much else. So let's make some cuts. Cut the Sage. Maybe we play the Sage and cut this Tidebender. I'm trying to think in what context this thing is going to work. Enters the battlefield, counter up to one target activated or triggered ability. Does that mean crafting? Does that include crafting? There's a hidden courtyard, so happy to have that. We do pass on the puzzle door, but I think that's fine. I will take a siren. All right, let's build this deck and see how this goes. This is the second deck in a row that I'm going blue-white artifacts. I mean, it's until people have this figured out, like, I'm not going to stop drafting it. So 2 Guide Wings is great. I think we probably cut the landmark. Wrestler's fine. Cut a Sunscribe. 18 and 8, so we can cut a bunch of creatures. The only problem with this deck is no removal. That's kind of scary. Do we splash? Don't have anything to splash. We could play the Surveyor and put in a swamp in the deck, but that's really going to be it. We don't have any compass guides. Enters the battlefield, search your library for planes, card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle it, gain 2 life, craft for 7. We're not cutting the deck down to 16 lands, because you're going to want lands for crafting. Aspirant is great, Guardian is great, Iceberg is great, Siren is fine, Pirate Head is good. I think we could cut 1 Sentry here. Tinker's Tote. So this Tidebender, I don't know. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as the Tidebender remains on the battlefield. I don't know if we're playing Tidebender. I almost would rather maybe play this another Sentry over that with how many artifacts. How many artifacts are in the deck right now? It says 14 is our artifact count. If we played a Sentry, we're at 42, so we're going to need to make 2 cuts. 17 creatures. Maybe 1 Gem Guard. Could maybe cut 1 Gem Guard. They're just so good with like everything else that we have in the deck. What to cut, what to cut. Alright, let's... This is a pirate. How many pirates do we have in the deck? At the moment, 5. So the Pirate Head is just a little bit better with 1 more Sentry in the deck. It also makes the Crewmate just a little bit better in the deck. So maybe we keep the 2 Shipwreck Sentries. We might have to play this, now that I think about it, because we do not have any removal. So it's not a card I am very happy to play, to be honest with you, but we might just have to play it, and then now we have a 3rd cut to make. So I'm going to cut a Gem Guard, I think, and maybe this Wrestler, but you can never have enough cheap artifacts. Do we cut a Guardian here? Is that crazy too? All right. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. If you are a subscriber, thank you for joining the live stream. Right now, we're just figuring out a couple of cuts to make before we get to the games. This is my second draft. I had one offline earlier, and both drafts have been blue-white artifacts. If you want to throw some comments down, be like, hey, you should cut this card, cut that card, I'm all for suggestions. But first day of the format, so there might be some misplays on my part, might be some misplays on the opponent's parts that we end up going up against, so just keep that in mind. I kind of want to keep this gem guard. I just don't know what the heck to cut. I don't know what the cuts are going to be here. If we go heavy on artifacts, maybe we cut one Guardian and then I don't want to play the Stupefaction again, but we just found no removal in these colors. I think that's going to be one of the detriments to playing this color. I'll cut a Wrestler here, and then just one more pick. We're at 15 creatures. Okay. Can we cut a land? Is that crazy? Because I mean, this thing costs 7 to craft. The iceberg costs 6. This costs 7. This costs 5. So I don't think we can cut a land. I think cut the Sunscribe and let's go. Alright. Let's get these drafts fired up. Feeling good. I like the deck. I had a 5 winner with this. Again, the thing that's going to be hard with this is we don't have removal. I didn't see very much. And the removal that I did see, I ended up passing on. This is an expensive hand, but I think we can keep it. We'll lead on the Courtyard and pray to draw a couple more lands after that. Yeah, there's a brick, so we just have to play that. We'll go fetch ourselves a plains here. Right. Maybe Sentry. Land here would be nice. I will let them through for this. I assume they have some kind of trick. Or maybe they just wanted to descend. So there's our land. Go. If we play the crewmate, we can't play the siren. So we can only play one card here. If we play the siren, Sentry can get in for an attack. If we did choose to do that, let's go with the crewmate here. No. Well, it is a pirate, so it can still get in for an attack. Let's go with the crewmate. I think we're going to decide between the Gem Guard and the Iceberg here. The Iceberg is just really good. And we have 2 other Gem Guards in the deck, so I'm happy with that. We can play it next turn if need be as well. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended, create a treasure. Sure, let's see what you got. I think they want to descend is what they're trying to do here. Right? This Glyphin Bridge is going to be nice. So I think what we can do is let them go a little bit wider than us, and then so let's draw. There's an angel. Maybe we don't have to do that. Tap this, tap this, tap this, tap this. And no attacks. Sure. Alright, so now I think we do wipe the board, because they're going to kill our 4/4 here. So let's say, make sure we're reading this correctly. Enters the battlefield. If you cast it, for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls. Then destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way. So I think I'm good with this now. Go here. And, I mean, we'll pass. No blocks. Sure. It says flash. Next time the permanent cards in your graveyard enters battlefield, you may mill 2 cards. Can flip this. Hold on a second. What's the most beneficial thing to do here? Yeah, we can probably get rid of the bricks. Just because we're stuck at 5 lands and there's really nothing. Okay, so what do they got? Again, we have no removal besides this stupefaction, so if they choose to cast a spell during their turn, they can't attack your planeswalker you control. Each opponent who attacked you or a planeswalker you control this turn can't cast spells. Got it. Okay. So, if they swing, I believe we will double block here. Okay, never mind. They're going to kill the wing here. Right? We'll stupefaction it next turn then. Tinker's Tote will gain us 3. So we'll play the stupefaction and the Tote. As whenever this creature attacks, you may sack it. They chose not to sack it. Or do we just take 7? 4, 5, 6. We have enough to do both, right? I don't know if they have something in their hand, but they have trample anyway. Like, is there something that deals 3? Or adds 3. Yeah, there is. I'm gonna go for the block. See if we can kill it. Alright. Probably want to get rid of Iceberg. Okay. I'm going to choose not to mill because I don't have to. It's already at 7. Would be nice to find an island so we can play some of these cards, but it's alright. Yeah, that is a good card. Continue to draw for them there. Sure. No blocks. Okay. Get the Iceberg. Maybe I should have done that this turn, honestly. It's okay. Whatever we decide. Oh boy. Yeah, that pup is good. That pup is good. Alright, we'll take 6. So they're top decking. That's just ridiculous, dude. I mean, like, they find the removal spell, right? We had a shot here with between the Siren drawing and the Reminiscence to really potentially do something, but again, no, there's no removal in the deck. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that we need to watch out for, see if we can find some removal. I'm just looking over at this you can do all kinds of stuff. My buddy left a funny message. Just gonna see if... Well, trying to think, is there anything like we were able to wipe the board that game and everything, and they still came back. That 6/5 dinosaur is really the only thing that kind of took the game over. So, and we gave it like the only removal we kind of had. Tinker's Toad, Sentry. Yeah, we can keep this one. A lot of 1-drops that we can play in this. 1 and 2 drops we can play in this deck. Sentry, just like here's the thing. Toad into Gem Guard. It's like Chef's Kiss, right? I think I offer the trade here, see if we can get their 2/2 off the board. Sure. Okay. That is a 4/4 with lifelink. Nice. I don't think I block here. That's a card. Can play the Siren and the Sentry. Okay. They found their 4th land. Reminiscence. Thin the deck out a little bit more. Gem Guards are really good. Are we going to be able to do this next turn? Yep. We are. Alright. Do we have any artifacts in the graveyard? We don't. Another Tinker's Tote. It's pretty good. 8, 8. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can put this on the Marionette because it has Death Touch. Like, how aggressive do we want to get here? Yeah. Okay. Seems pretty good. Get the Marionette off the battlefield. And then, I don't know, maybe wait to use the Stupefaction on something. The good news is everything they have has 2 or less toughness. We'll go no blocks. We have 2 totes that we can sack for life. I don't want to use the Stupefaction, but I just have a feeling they have a full hand. They're going to have some stupid big creature that's going to come out, and I'm going to have to shrink it or something. So, okay. Still 2 toughness. Alright. Okay. Okay. That's right, right? Let's see what they got. Cool. Yeah, Tinker's Totes are pretty good, and then flipping this thing right here and giving everything +1/+1 is pretty nice. So can't complain about that. I think we're 1-1 at the moment. Let me take a look at this stream here. Game title. I'm gonna say Magic the Gathering Arena. Save. I go first. Yep. These clay-fired bricks, like having 2 lands in your hand, but having a clay-fired bricks just feels so good. Opponent mulligans. Alright, we will lead on the Guide Wing. We'll go with the bricks. Find us the plains. Swing for 1. Yep, that is a good card. We will play the Siren, I think, right? Explores. We found a swamp. Alright, I think we're good on lands here. Drop a Siren. The fact that these 2 flyers have vigilance allows us to play the Guardian, so we can swing in and play the Guardian next turn. Sure. Can we play the Courtyard? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, because then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play the Iceberg as well. Let's get the land out there then. Let's play the Iceberg now. Mill a card, draw a card. Play the Guardian. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of flyers. Yep. this thing have reach? It does, so we can stupefaction that if we need to. Craft mine before they craft theirs, I guess. Because if they don't find a fifth... Okay, spoke too soon. I was going to say, if they don't find a fifth land, they're a little bit in trouble because the Iceberg Titan, when it attacks, it can tap down. Getting a lot of strong cards here, drawn really well. Play the courtyard and be able to play the bricks next turn, right? So both these need 7, which we have. But we have to craft with an artifact, so it looks like the Siren might. Just a question of what are we crafting here? Okay, what is this thing? Flying lifelink, and it attacks. Each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent discards a land, you create a 1/1 bat. Okay. Okay. Tap down the 4/4 flyer and swing out? I don't know. Do I play the aspirant first, though? Could. So they take minimum of 4 here. Right? Yep. And then we will discover. Let me get that Tinker's Tote. It's gonna be hard for them to win this game. It's like with a board state like this. Yeah. Okay. flip the bricks and just win. Yeah, cool. That was fun. That's what, you know, the power of blue-white artifacts. Pretty good. Turns out it's pretty good. So, can't complain with that one. That was fun. So, second draft in a row that we're going blue-white. It just kind of has that synergy that you're looking for. A lot of cards are getting passed around. People aren't really sure how to, you know, analyze the power of different cards and how they mesh. Like the Gem Guard as an example. But the thing is, with this hand, it's just really slow. That's the issue. Can keep it and take the risk. I'm gonna keep and take the risk, but we have a lot of 1 and 2 drops. Like Tinker's Note into Adaptive Gem Guard is just amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and obviously get off to a slow start. Yeah, that's gonna be not a fun card to deal with. So if you descended this turn, each opponent may discard a card or sack a permanent and deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't. Okay. So they are getting off to a solid little start here. We'll go Tinker's Note. And we're gonna have to see if we can stop the fire, so to speak. Could jump here. Take 2. I'm sure they have a braid, or, you know, I'm sure they have something like that. Like if they have a braid, we're just going to be in bad shape. So we'll play the Gem Guard and activate its ability. You know, you go from one game where your board is just infinite to a game like this where you get off to there's your braid, and we're in trouble. We're probably just gonna scoop this, right? 3 was that 8? Go to 8. I don't see how we get out of this. Maybe and discard a card. Maybe play the Gem Guard. Gem Guard, sack the Tinker's Toad to gain 3. It's really the only thing I can think of doing. Like, there's nothing. Honestly, might as well just scoop it up and go on to the next game. But or they can just have a kill spell with that treasure. This looks like what they're. Yeah. All right, you got it. Sometimes it'd be like that. We kept the slow hand. They had a more aggressive run, and they were on the play. So we are 2-2. Would like to get 3 or 4 wins just to get some more gems back. I will be uploading the 5-win blue-white draft that I had. Computer is working on that right now. Let me see if I can maybe send this out to the Instagram people really quickly here. One moment. As this next game loads. Okay. Can't keep this. Would be nice too if we had a plains, but can't keep it. I mean, like Tinker's Toad again into Gem Guard, but I'm gonna mulligan. The amount of times I've gotten trapped with hands like that, this one is more of a keep. This is definitely more of a keep, and I think we can even bottom. We can just bottom this plane. Start on the courtyard. Turn 2 into clay-fired bricks to get our 3rd land. I think I'm good with that. And unfortunately, if you weren't here for the draft, could not find removal for this deck. Scoop up a plains, and yeah. Another land here would be great. We can go Tinker's Totem into Gem Guard. Gain 2 life, scry 2, okay. Trying to see if I can okay, so no land. I think we still go Tinker's Note here just because we get 2 1/1s, it blocks this flanker, so no big deal. And then if we can find our 4th land, Gem Guard is just gonna grow quite a bit. Alright, and there it is. So, this smells like a kill spell. I'm almost wondering if we play Crewmate and Siren out this turn instead. Because they have 5 cards in hand and they chose to pass with no plays. So, or we could, instead of the Crewmate, we could go Siren into Aspirant, which then they would choose to kill the Siren. So let's do that before we play the Gem Guard. And once we target the Siren, let's see if they decide to kill. Nope, no kill spell there. We'll swing with 1. With a 1/1 here. Okay. Still holding up mana. Still don't trust them. I think it's the 5/5 neg 5 kill spell is what they have. That's my assumption. So before we do anything, let's go ahead and declare attacks. We'll go in with the Siren for 2. All right, Cosmium Blast is 4 damage target attacking or blocking creature. There's no way for us to pump that up, right? Okay. Now I think we can play the Gem Guard. We did get 1 kill spell out of their hand. We can tap the bricks, tap the tote, tap the whatever the hell these things are, gnomes. And then here's a question. If they have a neg 5 spell, might be weird, but do we do it again to make it a 6/6? We have the option because it allows you to tap itself. If we go 6/6 on it, they can't kill it. We would take 5. We'd go to... we take 5, go to 17, and we can gain 3 with the tote. I'm going to do it. I don't want it to die. So, if you have a neg 5 spell, my Gem Guard is not going to die today. Alright, that's fine. I don't have anything that removes enchantments, but this Clayfire Bricks is gonna, once it flips into this Cosmium Kiln, just need 2 lands. It's gonna be stupid. Okay. I think we can do this now. Because the bricks... Oh, we already had an artifact. I was going to say, the bricks is going to need an artifact in the graveyard. This isn't too bad. But I don't really want to wipe the board, though. That's the issue. So we'll go with the Crewmate here. Let's see what we draw. Well, we'll take that. Would be nice to have a land, though. Let's swing with 2 of these. And let's pass the turn. Again, if you're tuning in, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We are doing Lost Caverns of Ixalan. First day for draft here today. We'll trade here. And we got that out of their hand. I am okay with that. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe button, all that good stuff. And let me know what you guys think. You guys in the comments, throw those down in the comments below. You might see some misplays today. That's okay. On my part, on the opponent's part, part of learning. So, so they're getting really aggressive. They're using all their removal, and I am okay with this. But what we need to do is find lands. So there's our 6th, right? We need 7. We need 7, and I don't want to sack the courtyard to do it. So we'll play the Siren out here. And I don't want to play this Stupefaction because if they end up playing... I guess I could have been doing this the whole time. Oh no, it turns off its active abilities. In case they end up playing something big and dumb, this is really the only removal spell I have, unfortunately. Triple block this. Just to be sure, because you know they're gonna keep scrying here. 1/1 bat, sure. There it is. So, do we want? Let's get a bunch of 4/4s on the board here. Right, and then this thing's just gonna keep tapping, right, for 4/4s. And I can only do it if another artifact enters the battlefield under my control. Okay, cool. So, with that said, I will continue to attack and ping them. I think what we could do here is just wipe the board if I wanted to, right? Destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way, and it's going to be power 2. So then I can spit out a 4/4. I mean, I'm just going to swing in and then wipe everything. Yep. Sure, I hope it's a creature. It is not. It's a hammer. It's actually not good because they're going to be able to equip the... So this is what we'll do instead. We will craft, submit, and then we'll be able to spit out another 5/5 and have fun. Yep. Might Stupefaction the bat if they could they keep gaining life, but I don't know if it's that much of a big deal. Flanker, sure. They don't have much. I think we swing. Okay. That's fine. Play out the Sentry, and good luck. Good game. Good games, opponent. All right. Well, that gives us at least a third win. I was scared there for a second that we might not even get the 3 just because, you know, you put together a deck and I kind of like this deck, and sometimes things just don't go according to plan. But thanks for tuning in again, everybody. We are doing Lost Caverns of Ixalan. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe button. Really appreciate it. We got some mail apparently. Oh, what is this? Okay, I don't. Whatever. 4 wins would be nice. We get 1,400 out of our 1,500 gems back. If we can get this next one, I'll be happy. Really would like an island here. Like, how long are you going to wait on an island? If you don't draw it after turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and you're stuck. Alright, this looks better. Yeah. Alright, we're good with this. I think I'm going to... Could just bottom an island, because the Clay-Fired Bricks gets us a 3rd land. We can keep more cards in our hand that way. And then even the Clay-Fired Bricks finds the 2nd plane for the Guardian. So, we're good there. This card, I think, has been amazing. It's the 2 times I've played it, we've won the game because of it, essentially. We can play both. So let's lead on the Gold Wing, or Guide Wing. Sure. And play the Siren, and then just kind of hope to draw into our 4th land so we can play Gem Guard. And the nice thing is with Gem Guard here is you have 2 flyers with Vigilance. So essentially what you can do is next turn, assuming we draw a land, you swing in, get in for 2, tap them both down with the Gem Guard activation. So that is not a land, unfortunately, but we can play the 4/4, right? Well, let's go ahead and let's get in for damage. I'm too excited, and then we can play the Guardian. Seems good. Yeah, the flying Vigilance cheap creatures in this format are going to be crucial to some of these tap decks, because you can still get in for damage and then tap them down. So it's, you know, it works. There's their Gem Guard. I'd like to find mine. Yep. I would like to find a land. I think we just swing here, right? And then I think... Oh, you know what? The Siren taps for it. I didn't realize that. Well, thank you, Siren. Looks like shout out to Greg in the chat, pulling a Bat God. Mono Black, jumping on the seal train there. Pulling a Bat God. Nice. There you are. So I'm going to not block. Just because they are going to have to receive some damage here on the crackback, right? Sure. Another Siren. They're down to 2. We'll play a Gem Guard. And hope they don't remove it. That would put me at what, 5? Like if they remove and pump something, we could lose here. Maybe I should. We'll see. What is this? Whenever you attack with one more, put a +1. Okay, then create that many tokens that are tapped and attacking. Okay, that's not a removal spell. Okay. Just gonna block the 3/3 here. Cool. I think that was win number 4, I think. We will take it. Alright, 4 wins. Can't complain. Deck is fun. Magic is fun. Life is good. Let's keep it going. What was pick 1, pack 1? Pick 1, pack 1, I think was the blue-green merfolk that is an uncommon. 2 mana uncommon, 2/3 merfolk that basically gets pumped whenever your other stuff explores. I took it, I thought it was good, but I went this direction just because there was more to it, you know. And I'm updating the Instagram folks here. Ixalan, excuse me. And that drawing a plains there is actually great for the guide wing. Lost Caverns, MTG Arena, and MTG Draft. Alright, share. Sure, okay, so we have an island. So here's what's fun about these 1/1 flyers with vigilance. You can pump them up, right? Have some fun. Skeletons. Okay. And they have haste. At the beginning of your end step, if you descend this turn. Interesting. Sure. I'll take 3. Well, we don't need this many lands. So we'll play the courtyard here. Swing for 2 in the air. That's not good. So it gains Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay, I will trade now. Since the Guide Wing explores, right? Get another Guide Wing. I'm gonna pass on that though. I'm just gonna Gem Guard and Gem Guard and Gem Guard. Pump up the Gem Guard. Okay, Glimpse. I think you gotta put that in the graveyard, no? Alright, maybe they want me to land there. Alright, we don't need any more lands. I will play another Gem Guard though. Um, if we find any of those uncommons in our decks, we're pretty much golden. We have 7 lands, right? If they want to kill the gem guard, that's fine. So this thing has remove a deck counter, you draw a card, you lose a life. Actually, I'm not going to trade. I'll take the 4 damage. We just need to find some of the meat and potatoes of the deck. Tithing Blade. Looks like the Aspirant is now dead. Okay. They're thinning out their deck. That's a card. I'm gonna hold off here. And just hope that they don't find something like monstrous, like a big bomb that they might have in the deck. Spider, whatever. Mill 2. Oh, big removal spell, big dinosaur. Okay, so they can play the corpse thing next turn. So let's reminisce. And let's discard an island. Play an island. We found the Master Guide mural. Oh, there's a spider. Never mind. Can't do that. Yeah, no attacks. We will pass. The skeletons are good. Tithing Blade, we will dump a 1/1. If that spider didn't have 4 toughness, we would be looking pretty fun here. I mean, we can trade a gem guard for 2 creatures if they want, right? I'm swinging with both. If they want to trade 4 creatures for 2, I'm good with that. Yep. I'm not killing that stupid thing. Okay. Maybe I should have held the siren up, but that's not fun. Looks like they're gonna get a big 6/6 dino now. At least. Yep. And the stupid spider. Okay. So they've got some mill and recursion in black, green. Keeping the Siren held in my hand would have been nice. Sure. Because actually no, it still has. I still have to flip it. Gem guard. Submit. And it has reach. That spider is stonewalling me, man. I can't swing. Oh my god. I can't. I don't have attacks. That's frustrating. Wait, is this a common? It is. Huh. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna decline and see if we can find an artifact. If we can find an artifact, we can create another 4/4. There is an artifact. Yes, sir. Do we keep the 3/3 back? How does this thing work? Skeleton, okay. At the beginning of your end step, you descend this turn. Your end step. Okay. Bluff them, make them think we have more cards in our hand than we do. This thing flipped is gonna start draining us and having them gain life. So we need to start being a little bit more aggressive. Next turn we're gonna flip this iceberg, get a 6/6 out there, which will help me trigger the 4/4 again to get another 4/4 out there. There's a dino as expected. Target opponent discards a card. That's another reason why I kept the card in my hand, right? So they whiff on that. There's a card. But we're going to go ahead and flip this. Get rid of the gem guard in the graveyard. Submit. We can't quite attack yet. We could get in for 4 and lose a token, but I'm gonna not do that. So we'll get in for 1, and then we'll create another 4/4 here. Seems pretty good, right? The only way they win here is if they drain me with these blades. If they were smart, they would flip the second blade over. That's a card. Yep. Seems like the smart thing to do, right? See if we can find an artifact here. Found a bunch of artifacts. I think this is just the strongest card and we have to take it, right? In the deck. Create another 4/4. Tap the dino. And end turn. These two uncommons are just beautiful, man. I don't think that gets it done. Blue, white is the place to be, apparently. I mean, these these are uncommons that we're playing with. People might think, oh, you have to craft for 7? Well, there's less removal, there's slightly less removal in the format, right? And the format is, or the games are going a little bit longer. You're going to be able to craft for 5, 6, 7 mana. And once those cards flip, they're going to start to get out of hand. So we are at 5 wins. Can't complain. We're going for win number 6 here. Gotta stretch my neck out a little bit, do some stretches. But let's see where this goes. Seems good. Seems good. These cards seem very cohesive, and if you know how to kind of build your deck and draft and stuff like that, it's fun. So. If you're new to the channel, if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's try to get to 100 subscribers. That's the little small goal that I have. Right now, I think we're going to mulligan this. And I think we're going to keep this. What to put... We can put the crewmate, I think, and lead on the guide wing. Yeah, so if you see a card, if you see like Clay Fire Bricks, I think is what it's called, take it. Great card. Blue-white, uncommon signpost card, great card, take it. Okay, they are going to keep that on top. If we can find an artifact here, like Tinker's Tote. Come on, we got 2 in the deck. Let's see a Tinker's Tote. Damn. Not a Tinker's Tote. Yeah, we'll swing for 1 and pass. Tinker's Tote there would have been fantastic. Tinker's Tote into Adaptive Gem Guard. And they got the bricks. They got the bricks. Oh boy. We don't want more lands. We're flooding out bad. Alright, we will play the Gem Guard here and we will swing. No, we won't swing. Hold on. I think I want to pump the Gem Guard up, right? Let's swing for 1 and pump the Gem Guard. Oh wait, no, the Gem Guard pumps itself. I should have swung. See, we're punting, we're misplaying. It's okay. It's alright, it's day 1. It's day 1. I forgot the Gem Guard can tap itself. Misplays will happen. Punts will happen. The nice thing about this, though, is if we are seeing all these lands and maybe we find one of those 5, 6 drop cards and we can start crafting and flipping, we might be in business. They did not play anything. Little fishy, little suspicious, right? This is what I plan to do here. What can they have? I think there's a couple of tricks that have flash that they can have here, on top of the fact that they might have a counter spell. So if I do play out the Shipwreck Sentry, I can tap both sentries to uptick the Gem Guard. Or I don't even have to do that. This is what I'll do. So we'll go to attacks here, and we'll go with. Or maybe I should have played the Sentry out. Black. Okay. Just with them having a full hand and 4 mana open, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not swinging with the Gem Guard either. I'm going to swing with the Guide Wing, play the Sentry, and pump up the Gem Guard and pass. So I don't like whatever the hell they're doing over there. 5, 6 cards in hand, and 6 cards in hand, 4 mana up. Nope. I'm not buying it. If you wanna counter this Sentry, by all means. Your priority has been passed to you. Nope. They did not. Alright, we'll play Plains. We will pump the Guard. And we will pass. So they had a pup. I assume they bring back the bricks. Bricks again. It's pretty good. We are flooding hard. I'm gonna guess we end up losing this game. They have a handful of cards and we don't, so. They take 6. They are 2 lands away from flipping the clay-fired bricks. Okay, so they're bouncing that back to my hand. I'm guessing they thought I'd have a play there with 6 mana and 1 card in hand, but I didn't. That's why they took 6. I will not block. The sentries will be able to attack with if I do play the Gem Guard next turn. They do have 6 lands. They're 1 land away from flipping the bricks, right? And there's a tote. I can play everything on this turn, right? They can counter this Gem Guard though. Play out the tote first. Yep, we'll get rid of the scout, I guess. See if they counter this. There is a counter spell that does counter this, so they did not. We will pump. And we will... No, we won't. Because Guidewing dies and we explore. See, chat says OP either sandbagging or has poor connection. I don't know. Probably sandbagging. Let's get the Explore here. Put it on the Sentry. And see what we draw. They're gonna bounce it to my hand? Okay. Fine. Yeah, so they're playing essentially the same deck I'm playing. And there's the bricks. So we have 7, they have 7. They're in the lead. No two ways around it. They're in the lead here. We're both playing the same deck. Unfortunately, they are going to pop off, and they have 3 cards in hand, and we have none. So I don't really see how we win this one, based on the board state, because they can decide between flipping the bricks or the Master Guide mural, and we only have the luxury of flipping the bricks. We don't have another artifact, so we'd have to kill a 1/1 token. I don't know, we could kill the... I think we might need the 3 life on that 3 life. Yep. It makes more sense actually to flip that first. Hold on a second, we can do something before we even sacrifice it. Right? I think we're gonna need blockers, so I think we do sacrifice the tote. Damn, this is tough. I think we just have to no attack here, and then if we did, we'd have bad attacks. I'm wondering if we pump up the Gem Guard one more time and then just pass. Again, not looking good. They're doing what we're doing, except they're doing a little bit better this game. 4-3, flying in the air. Yep. They're spinning up 5/5s. There's a Siren. And we can block their flyer now if we put the 1/1 counter on it. Right? Come on, LP. I don't know, maybe their connection is bad. I think what I'm going to do is maybe take a quick break after this and fire up another one on the live stream. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut off this live stream and then, well, I don't know, I just need a couple minutes to stretch and check up on a couple of things. So yeah, I'll cut this live stream off, I think, after this draft, and then we'll fire up another one, and then we'll fire up another draft. Now I know what OP is doing. Honestly, since we're gonna lose, the only thing we can do here to win is if they're not there, just swing out. Seriously, it sounds great. You know, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna go next. If they're not here, I'm just swinging, right? And then my attacks will go through and we win. That's the only way we win. I'm just gonna end this for everybody. Everyone who's they came back. It was that, or we, you know, they just keep popping out 5/5s and we lose. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe they slow played me. But it is what it is. We got 5 wins out of it. We got some gems back. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna take a short break. And I'm going to fire up, I think, another live stream shortly here. So stay tuned. I will be back in a handful of minutes. So thanks for tuning in. And BRB.